Good morning. Welcome to RCSP, Florida. Today I'm at McIntosh Preserve. It's out towards, it's actually north of Plant City, Florida. I've been here once before. There's not a lot of birds here, but there are a tremendous amount of flowers, and with flowers you get butterflies and bees and wasps, the nectar-eating insects. So today I'm out here trying to photograph them, but let me turn this around a little bit and you can maybe take a look. There's the trail I just came down, and I'm headed down towards the end of this trail. But you can see how windy it is. It's very windy. Not a gale, but it's the wind strong enough. A cold front just went through here. Temperature is fantastic, the best we've seen since last spring. But unfortunately, with all this wind, I am struggling. I'm trying to obviously shoot as high a shutter speed as I can. I'm shooting a lot of videos. Mainly because in video we can move and it's not a big deal, but you're trying to take a still even at 1/2000th. This is a lot of movement in these flowers, so I'm struggling a little bit, but I always like a challenge, so kind of stick with me here and I'll kind of show you some of what I'm doing later on. Thanks. As you can kind of see here, let me get this out in the sun, you'll be able to see it a whole lot better. As you can see here, I've actually got the 24 to 105 on the A7R4, and you'll notice I've got also a 10 and a 16 millimeter, so 26 millimeters of extension tube on there, so I can get close up on some of these flowers. But it's going to be hard to do with this wind like it is. I can always shoot a close up, I guess, video. This is a setup I've got. Obviously, these two flowers that are right there are what I'm shooting at. See if I can show you on the back of the viewfinder here. Try to block it a little bit and you can see the flowers there. So let's see if I can take a picture. Now you see how much they move. You have to wait till the wind stops. It comes and goes, so it's not too bad. There you go. Oops, there we go. By the time you're going to take a picture, it starts moving. I'm going to show you here what they're doing. They're kind of still now, so let's, nope, maybe. Okay, so let's see what we got here, and when I get home, get it on the computer. Till then, I'm not going to know much. Here's a tower I was talking to you about. It's a really nice tower, got a cover on it. It's almost brand new. It's been here for a while, but not for too long. This is a fairly new preserve. And I'll show you when we get to the top here that it actually overlooks a marsh, which at times I'm sure will have a lot of birds in it, but we'll see what's there today. Here's a look from the first steps. There's a trail that takes off to the right, which is where we're going next. It was really nice this morning when I first started this, and the breeze is nice and cool up here. But it's a bright sunny day. It doesn't take too long to get hot. And there's the marsh from the top. Here you can see now you can see pretty much the trail as it takes off and makes a hard right, then goes along the marsh and goes down to a point down there. And that's where I was telling you that they have a lot of blooming flowers. Of course, it's been a few weeks since I was here. There may not be as many right now. They may have all bloomed out. Anyway, I'm gonna sit on the bench over here, have a drink of water. not go that way because I just about whacked the lens off my camera, and rest for a bit. So I will get back to you a little bit later. Well, I've kind of get the marsh in the background there. I've kind of gotten the cooled off a little bit. It is a bit on the like I said, windy side, so the breeze up here on top of this tower has been really nice. Of course, anytime you're pretty much out in Florida, unless it's the middle of the winter and it doesn't get above about 60 degrees, you're going to be sweating, which I am. But I've got a quick dry shirt on, so that's been pretty good. So it felt good up here. So, but it's getting towards lunchtime, and I need to go down to the end of this, see if I can find any pictures to take. And if I can't, then I'm going to head back and get out of here. So let's go down. Let's go back down this tower here, and it's time to say goodbye to the marsh. Haven't seen any birds out there, so. You can see from I wear glasses and they're trifocals, so you have to be very careful going downstairs because the steps aren't where you think they are sometimes, unless you look through the top part of your glasses. God, take these steps carefully. Of course, I'm also getting old too, so it doesn't help any either. Leave the camera running, so if I trip and fall, it'll be something exciting to show you. Not exciting for me, but maybe exciting for you. Okay, 2 more steps, and we're down. And as you can see, I kind of stored the 100 to 400 GM on the camera today. I swapped it out and swapped cameras out. I've got the A7S III on my belt at the moment, actually around my neck. So I forgot to put the Peak Designs plate on the bottom of it, so I can't. I've got the plate here, but I just forgot to put the mount in. I don't know where the mount is. I guess it's in my office. So anyway, I'm having to hang it over my shoulder instead of put it where I really wanted to. There's that 90-degree curve you saw from the tower, and it goes around here, goes a little bit, then it goes back to the left, and it goes down to, actually there's a huge live oak tree, which you'll see in a little bit here. Ooh, little bird there. I have seen a few more birds this time, but they are really skittish. I think it's part of the fall migration, but they come and go so fast. I had a friend of mine one time at, we referred to all the little bird species that you have a hard time identifying as dicky birds, which happens to be my name, Dick, but had nothing to do with it. But so I would say they're dicky birds because they take off and fly so fast that you really can't get a good look at them, because most of the time they're in the shade. And if you look straight ahead of me down there, you can see that huge live oak tree. And here is this huge live oak tree. It is a monster. Let me kind of walk up here and kind of show you. You have a hard time with these cameras with such a wide angle lens determining how big these things really are. Let me kind of get a little closer here and I'll show you the trunk of this thing. But there's a vine in there with all these blue flowers on there. They're the ones I was taking a picture of earlier when I was doing the basically the macro shot. And it's a vine and they're growing all in here. But as you can see here, it's a vine, and here's the flower. So it's and they're beautiful. They're all growing out all through this, underneath this. But look at the trunk on this tree. And that vine you're seeing going up on kind of on the left, there's 2 of them, but the one kind of towards the middle of the trunk of the tree is like 1 inch in diameter. But look at the size of the trunk of that tree. It's got to be about over 4 feet, between 4 and 5 feet. It is huge, and The one thing about the live oak trees that you all hear about is you talk about the limbs go way out. As you can see, probably look at some of these because they're, if I look too far straight up, I'm looking right into the sun. But you can see the limbs come down, and they come down all the way to the ground. Right over there, they're touching the ground, and almost right here in front of me, they're touching the ground. And these right here, I can't walk through there because I'm shaking the limb, but you can see it's only, the moss itself is only about 6 inches off the ground, but the tree itself is only about maybe a little 1.5 feet, less than 2 feet off the ground here. So this will be on the ground before too long. But they are an absolutely beautiful tree. And there's all over Florida in certain areas. And I love them. They're kind of really nice to get under. And I'll tell you, I kind of wish I'd brought something. I have lunch in the car, but as you can see here, I would have had my own little picnic table underneath the live oak tree. Well, I think I've got about all I'm going to get today. I may see something on the way back because I've got about a mile to hike back the same way I came. I actually may take a different route back. I tried chasing some of them down with at 120 frames with some of the butterflies anyway, with the A7S3 on with the 24 to 105, and then I put the 100 to 400 on the A7, or the 100 to 400 on the A7S3, and tried to do something with that. But it's like the butterflies have kind of disappeared for now. I don't see any around. I'm going to pick up the camera here and head on back. I think I'm going to swap it out. And let me show you these little things. That's a cool little dude, isn't it? They kind of do that. And there's another one that has 2 on there. And there's a whole bunch more back there. I have to say, I'm not sure what that is. I'll have to look that up and maybe tell you in the video when I put this whole thing together. But it's very, very strange, huh? Never know what you're going to see out in the wild. Okay, let me head on, get ready to go, and head on back. I got to swap the A7R4 with the 24 to 105 and put it over my shoulder, and then put the put this on the tripod because this hanging around my neck is a little heavy when you got the A7S3 and the 100 to 400. So let's see what we can see on the way back. If I don't see anything, I'll catch up with you when I get back to the car. Well, this is about the only water in the way of a pond that there is out here at McIntosh Preserve. And there's some little tiny flowers out there, but I don't have my rubber boots on. They're almost in the water, so I'd have to get a close-up of them. I have to get right on top of them, so I'm probably not going to do that today. There's another little bird there that I can't identify. He's in the shade. But I'm almost back, so I will catch you later. And thanks for joining me today. Well, with a picture of the tower behind me, I'm going to end this video. I don't expect I'm going to see that much, and I've got to, I'm running a little bit late. I have to get back to my house for some business, so I will catch you on the next video. And thanks for joining me on this trip to McIntosh Preserve. If you like this video, please hit the like button. If you want to see more of my videos, please hit the subscribe button. And if you want to be posted when I post a new video, please hit the bell button. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.